Hello friends. So now I am going to start the new topic today, Dandi Yatra. It is called to be Dandi March. So you have to first remember the dates. Dandi March started by March 12th up to April 6, 1930. I repeat, March 12th, 1930 to April 6, 1930 is the dates for Dandi March or Dandi Yatra. As a part of the civil disobedience movement started by Gandhiji, he decided to go to Dandi village. Now the question comes, why he selected this place? Because he wanted to break the salt law. Okay, now you listen. As a part of civil disobedience movement, it was necessary to break laws of Britishers, and salt law was unjust law. Think about any person who is a poor. If he has nothing to eat except chapati or the roti, he can make the roti with adding some salt in the roti also. But now you think, if the salt is costly, how the poor can live? Most last thing to be feed is a roti. But Britishers had made a law through which no one was allowed to make salt without license given by Britishers. So in that way, Britishers' unjust law was required to be broken, and Gandhiji decided to break this most essential law. In that situation, 11th March 1930 evening, in gathering with the people, he means Gandhiji sent message of Satyagraha. If people get arrested with firm determination of non-violence, I repeat, with firm determination of non-violence, it is necessary to understand that struggle against unjust government must continue. On the next day morning, 12th March 1930, he took leadership of 78 members group. He and his supporters started to move towards the Dandi with singing hymn, bhajan, devotional song. Vaishnava Jan to Tene Rakaiye. This is the Gujarati devotional song, originally sung by Narsi Mehta. Here Gandhiji started to sing this song and he moved on towards Dandi. It is called that brave never run away from struggle. One who runs by seeing the struggle is not brave. It is a statement given by him. If any brave person will not away from struggle, and who runs away means he is not brave. Simple. And Gandhiji along with his supporter started this movement of 370 kilometers march. By the way, he was passing through different villages like Aslali, Boriavi, Nadiyad, Anand, Ras, Jambusar, Bharuch, Surat, Navsari. See, these are the names. In Ahmedabad, Harijan Ashram, where Gandhiji was residing, he started his march. And today, in Ahmedabad, his ashram is there. And from his ashram, on which way he passed through, is known as Dandi route. And the bridge on which he moved on, that bridge is yet today in Ahmedabad near Harijan Ashram, Sabarmati Ashram, as a heritage place, to see the place. During the Dandi march, he moved on so many villages, so many regions, approximately 300 villages, and he passed through. And people explained, he explained reasons to the people why to break the salt law. See, he not did anything without any reason. Gandhiji had specific reasons for doing specific act. Gandhiji told in Bhatt village on March 9th, 1930, what he said, I shall die the death of crow and dog. I shall die the death of crow and dog, but I will not return to this ashram without attaining Purna Swarajya. Purna Swarajya means complete independence. Purna means complete, Swarajya means independence. So his decision was firm. And remember, he never returned back to ashram in his life. It is a truth, even after independence. Because some reasons are there that the complete independence means complete country as was on 1930 is required to be independent, but was not happened. That is the sadness, what I mean to say. And he not returned back. As Dandi March passed through small villages, large towns, people were making the roads clean, village clean, open, decorate their houses with torrents. Means everybody was welcoming Gandhiji. That is the main point, what I mean to say. And people were showing their connectivity with this complete freedom movement. And during this moment, this march became a wonderful incident, had created a great impact in creating unity and consciousness among people towards the complete independence movement. That is the important thing. The whole nation was wrapped up in waves of satyagraha and non-violence. Gandhiji, with his colleagues and followers, reached to Dandi after 24 days of his march. That day when he reached Dandi was 5th April 1930. Remember, when he reached Dandi was 5th April 1930. Next day means early morning of April 6th, 1930, he broke the salt law by picking handful of salt from sea coast. In loud voice, he stated one line, I have broken the salt law. What he stated? I have broken the salt law. And also he said that by this event I am applying salt to the foundation of British Empire. Means ultimately he was giving the message that by this incident now Britishers will have to move away from this country because now time is over. See, in those days British Empire was having control over 20% region of the world, and to challenge this such a great power is not a small thing, remember. And he did. Mahadev Bhai Desai, his personal secretary, had compared this event with Mahabhinishkraman. Mahabhinishkraman means great renunciation, which originally incident connected with Lord Buddha when he left his family to attain the great awakening. It is considered as Mahabhinishkraman. So that incident is being remembered by Mahadev Bhai and referred here, means he connected as like that incident to the Dandi March of Gandhiji. See, in this whole movement, many journalists, photographers, writers, and historians from all over the world had visited Dandi and published their report what they had seen. In newspaper, the detail reached up to the England. The greatness of this point that Dandi March became the incident of the world in those days of the newspapers. By this way, Dandi Yatra started from Ahmedabad, Sabarmati Ashram, Harijan Ashram, became the international and national importance acclaimed event from 12th March 1930 and got support of lots of the people from the world. That we have to remember. You have to understand that it was a part of civil disobedience movement. So naturally, neither any violence was allowed from the side of the Gandhiji, and it had created awareness within the youngsters, female. Many people from villages have joined this movement. Okay, as the British attitude at so many places, British police had beaten so many people mercilessly. They attempted a lathi charge at so many places. They arrested lots of the people. They made shooting over so many, means fire the bullets at so many places. Operation over women and children. That is the bad thing. Means in this incident, Britishers used their complete power to suppress this movement, but agitation was not stopped. So you can understand the importance of this agitation. During the Dandi March, many incidents took place of boycott of foreign clothes, prohibition of liquor. See, prohibition of liquor and removable untouchability, Hindu-Muslim unity, these are considered social constructive activity to connect the people and save the family from suffering such evils of the societies. So Dandi March had made its impact in terms of political aspect and in a social aspects also. Brought the women out of the houses. Means it was directly connected with the women empowerment. Right? You can understand what I mean to say. Dandi March and breaking the salt law became the worldwide international fame, having incident for non-violence and struggle. Programs and assemblies were continued at so many places. People gathered, conducted boycott of foreign goods, prohibition of liquor. Picketing means stop the people by giving them understanding from purchasing British goods, not to purchase, request them. It is called picketing on liquor making places. So it's a good thing to save the people from using liquor, prevent the people from using liquor, not to give tax to the Britishers in anyhow. Satyagraha for removal of untouchability. It is connecting the classes. That is the thing. To weaken these agitations and struggles, government, as I stated, used so many efforts for imprisonment, atrocities to the women, children, poor, weakened people, did so many incidents of lathi charge, and also people lost their patience. See, none of the incident happened about violence from side of Gandhiji in terms of the beating up to the British officers. Not even a single incident. But the opposite side continued to do so. And people lost their patience and they destroyed so many British buildings, as like railway stations, post offices, police stations, government buildings. It means people destructed British administrative places, but no one had used their hands to attack over British officers. In leadership of Frontier Gandhi is called Mr. Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. He had led same Satyagraha agitation at Vadala near Mumbai. Kasturba, wife of Gandhiji, did agitation against use of foreign liquor in Mumbai. In Surat, Dharasana. In your book, Dharasana is printed, but you have to change it. Dharasana, Dharasana. Dharasana is near Surat, a village it is. And in a Viramgam, salt law agitation took place. In a Dharasana, a very interesting incident it is. Originally, Gandhiji was planning to lead this movement because Dandi is also near Surat, so Dharasana is not far so. But Gandhiji was imprisoned. Later, Imam Sahib was being declared as the leader of the agitation movement in the Dharasana for breaking the salt law, but he was also imprisoned. Laterly, Sarojini Naidu, one great women leader of the Congress, took leadership of Dharasana salt law breaking agitation movement, and lots of the people injured in that incident. It is also very well known incident of Dharasana Satyagraha for breaking salt law. Another incident took place in Viramgam for breaking salt law, renunciation of government services as a removal of the children from government school. So you can understand what I mean to say. People made complete boycott with Britishers in a whole. That you have to understand. It is major highlighted incident that women, aged men, poor people, children, everybody came out and joined this movement. Right, my friends? So you understand very well this complete incident as the movement against unjust laws as the civil disobedience movement. Right, my friends? Okay. Now I am explaining one important topic, round table conference. Round table conference means a gathering of the leaders surrounding the table and discussing. It is called round table conference. One round table conference was held for making constitutional structures and reforms in Indian administration. In first round table conference, Gandhiji was in jail, so he was unable to join, and other Congress leaders not join. So that round table conference was failed. To reconcile with the Congress, a pact between Gandhiji and Irwin. See, here Irwin made attempt to bring Gandhiji out of the jail and made one meeting with him. And in that meeting, one agreement was signed between Gandhiji and Lord Irwin. It is called Gandhi-Irwin Pact, March 1931. In that incident, Britishers gave a permission for free collection of salt and manufacturing the salt near the sea coast, means for which breaking the salt law Gandhiji had started Dandi March became successful in terms of this result. And also people were allowed to make the peaceful protest against purchasing British goods. So Irwin allowed everyone whatever they want to do for opposing British government. But one point I want to discuss, that this movement was successful, right? And Irwin became succeed to bring the Congress leaders on the table by accepting their so many demands. In a second round table conference, Gandhiji attended the conference as the only single representatives from the Congress, means Congress was completely agree with the stand of the Gandhiji whatever he take. Here Britishers had made some points about various religious committees to form. When they were trying to raise these points, Gandhiji was disagree, because Gandhiji was fighting for the complete freedom of the nation. He was not fighting, he was not trying to create the division of the classes of the Indian societies. But when he saw this, he left the conference, and due to that, again, the second round table conference was dissolved. It not reached to its result. That I want to say. Right, my friends? So here we have understood today about second round table conference and Gandhi Irwin Pact. See, one point I want to explain again, that up to the end of the round table conference, again the satyagraha was stopped by Indians from own side, because maybe possibility of any positive constructive result. So the satyagraha was also stopped. Okay friends, we have completed our topic up to this point today. Now in next lecture we will start about Quit India movement. Okay.